Hello, this is Dustin with Home Mender, and today we're going to be doing the most dreaded part of a kitchen remodel, the kitchen sink swap. I had to move this 7 inches to the right because of a corner cabinet issue, but it's not going to be as scary as you think. I'm going to show you how. Let's get to it. Now, most faucets and sinks have these flex lines, so you're able to move them down. This is all gonna stay the same, the disposal mount and all this configuration. The only thing that we really have to do different is this band clamp. We're gonna have to turn it, 45 it, and kick it down to the right so we can tie in, but everything else is gonna stay the same. So first, we're gonna valve off everything, disconnect all the water lines, enabling us to pull the countertop and the sink together off of the cabinet. All right, so we're gonna valve everything off. Now I'm gonna disconnect the faucet. And I might have to get a bigger bucket for this guy so I have time to do all my work. Here we go. All right, the water lines are disconnected. Now I'm gonna loosen the trap and the band clamp back here. All right. Hopefully I can spin it off. There we go. Okay, this is probably gonna be gross. I don't have anything to catch the water. Mud pan. Okay. Okay. Now this hole is disconnected. All right, with everything freed up from underneath, I think we can go ahead and pull it. I went ahead and pulled the disposal off of there with the quarter turn of the ring and the tailpiece from underneath the other side, so it wouldn't be so heavy for me to lift. My floor's wet here, and I know things have been dripping, but I don't like the way that this is shaking. I want to take a look inside there, see what's happening. I have to know why this pipe is moving. We've got to find out. Where did it go? So I'm moving this base cabinet down, and I think right where because I've got the Lazy Susan corner cabinet, 24-inch dishwasher, it's gonna sit right here, and it looks like that's right where my drain is gonna be. Okay, so right now I'm dry fitting it to see where my plumbing lines are gonna lie, where I'm gonna have to drill my holes for my hot side and cold side and the drain. It looks like my drain pipe, the side of my cabinet is gonna split the drain pipe right in the middle. So it looks like we're gonna have to cut like a chunk out of the back so it can kind of 45 into the sink base. So I set the cabinet on the floor marks. Now I'm gonna measure up from the back, measure the pipe from the floor, and then measure and mark the cabinet on the back so you can get an accurate measurement. So here I got the measurements. I got 24 up here, that's where I want it. So here's my hole for the disposal electric feed, 17 3/4. Here's an 18. With this one I want to go up 14 inches to 17 because I have to notch the cabinet. I don't want to do it, but I don't really see a choice. So we're going to notch here. That's looking nice. I usually take the handles off to try to get the base cabinet in, but these handles look a little frail, and I might end up having to change that cutoff anyway. It's continuously dripping. I don't feel like going to the store, but I think I have to, and it might make another video. While I got it water off, we'll go ahead and set the base cabinet too. I'm gonna take these handles off because it's gonna make for a smaller hole that I have to drill. So this is about 1.5 inch hole, and I'm gonna dry fit this guy. It's an 1.5 inch galvanized. So I've got this 1.5 inch PVC that should thread into it, and it's gonna be awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and pipe dope that. It's gonna be an easy solution. There we go. Nice and doped. That's gotta be snug. Now I'm gonna come into that with a 45, like so. And hopefully my base cabinet works with that. After it's screwed to the wall, go ahead and put the sink back. We don't need to connect our dishwasher yet since our cutoff actually works now. Oh my gosh, I'm super white. All right, disposal comes back in. Disposal gets plugged in. Now all that's left is to tie this drain to that one. We have our piece here. Now we put our trap back on, and it looks to me like we only need to make up a small piece of straight pipe right there. Cut it with a hacksaw and glue it in. So I got my purple primer and my glue. I'm gonna pull this out. So I'm gonna prime with the purple primer all the way around the fitting. That part's in, and this part. I'm gonna do this too, and this one. Okay. Then we take our glue, and we're not gonna glue the fat side yet. We're only gonna do this side. So do it the same around here. Put your glue inside here, just like that. Now we're gonna stick it in there and then give it a quarter turn. And yes. Now, while that sets a minute, let's go underneath. I got my cardboard box in here so I don't get anything on my new cabinet. I don't have to prime both of these sides, only one, because the other side's going into that rubber hub. Got that. This one's already primed. Gonna do the same glue trick. Glue there, glue here. Put it in there and then give it the quarter turn. With this band clamp already loose, we're gonna slide onto the pipe and connect to the trap. Trap is connected. Now we still gotta tighten down this band clamp. Everything is looking good. No leaks. Now we're just waiting on the granite. So that's it. I would say super easy, but it wasn't super easy. We rocked it all and probably saved yourself thousands. See, I knew you could do it. So for Home Mender Inc., this is Dustin. I hope you learned something today, and if you did, don't forget to click subscribe. Thanks for watching.